Are we still live? Hello. It has told me that OBS is... Okay, that was strange. OBS crashed, and then I opened it again, and now everything is fine. So, we'll, maybe not have that happen again, hopefully. Welcome back to Pokemon Scarlet and or Violet, depending on which version you're playing. We got Stormtrooper in a business suit and the crab. And we're gonna be doing some fights. I am staring at a rock. Oh, this is where that Trevenant Terror Raid was that I was gonna do that one day, but then forgot. I didn't feel like it. Alright, let's get online. Appears there's stream issues. Yeah, OBS was being weird. But there should be no issues now. Let me double check. Should be volume. Going up. OBS stop being weird. Ah! Yeah, that's volume. Going out at least. Oh, what happened to the... Never mind. Alright, oh, hello everybody. How are y'all doing? I should probably head out. Oh, I still need Duskull. Not you, though. Not mine, boo. Alright, let's go to the front of the academy, where nothing happens. And let's fucking get into some fights. As today's link code is going to be 6463857. And I'm gonna start searching. Let me talk for a bit, just to make sure that, because OBS is telling me the audio is coming through, but could be lying. Oh. That's strange. Hold on. The audio issue is actually... There is still an issue? Question mark? With specifically the audio? Ah. There should not be audio problems. It's not telling me that there's audio problems. Is it something to do with my phone? Audio's fine? Oh, okay. I tried listening to it on my phone, but it sounded all choppy. No? Okay, audio's fine now. That was strange. We'll forget about that happening too. It's up to me to decide the rules. I will pick the rules. And I'm gonna hide screen for a sec. And I'm going to pick this team. Okay, alright. So what do we have here? It is a Galarian Weezing, Espathros Regi Gigas, Roaring Moon, and Driftblim. Well, I see some synergies in the fact that Galarian Weezing is here. I think I'm going to... Team suffers, especially in a Galarian Weezing. I think I do this. And then... this. Or I do... this. Yeah. Really changed the music sometime. I feel like we've had this music for a very, very long time. Visualizing gas fills the arena. Let's do this, and then this. Regigigas is going to terrestrialize grass. Well, that is not a great terror type for me right away. And it also is terrible ass. Okay, not great. Will-O-Wisp also comes out into Farigiraf. Farigiraf is now burned. Trick Room is going to go up though. Weezing is going to protect. Yes, Psychic Noise off into Weezing. Activates the Throat Spray. Strange Steam comes out into Tatsugiri. And unfortunately, we did not Mirror Cover. Otherwise, we could have gotten rid of Weezing there, maybe. I don't think there's anything... I guess I could... Yeah, I guess I'll Hyper Voice and hope that the Regigigas does, or the Regigigas doesn't have Wide Guard. Or at least decide to attack this turn. Neutralizing Gas wears off. Slow Start activates. Deep Crash comes out into Farigiraf, which means that was some HP. Muddy Water does a big chip. Lowers accuracy, which might be handy. Burn's gonna stack up some damage over time. In comes Lady Gaga, who is a Pathra. I guess I'm just gambling in it not having Wide Guard again. Okay, it goes through Protect. So this is Pathra. And is there anything reasonable I can see swapping out? Speed boost activates. I guess it could be Driplim or Sinistra. Sinistra, I feel like they would bring Sinistra in here if they had Sinistra though. I might click Muddy Water and Psychic Noise here. Okay, we're gonna see that leave. That's because it is into Sinistra. Hospitality, the Regigigas a bit. Psychic Noise coming out. Some damage. This Regigigas faster than Toxicuri now. Gets some Crush Grip. That's a good Muddy Water's not Regigigas Flee. Okay, that one's fine with me. We're out, ticking down to the burn. The dimensions return to normal. I'm going to taunt the Sinistra and... Or... Yeah, I think I taunt it and then... Trick Room? Or it depends on whether they attack or defend here. I think I'm going to go for... I think I have to go for the Psychic Noise. Okay, ally switches. We taunt to get faster from doing that in the future. Archigacha comes out. Does chip to both on. But Burgraf is going to go down to the burn. Teacup goes for Protect. That has no moves left it can use? Where all of its boot, it was just a status bond. Huh. Well, we hit it with the Muddy Water, but the Earthquake is going to take out both of the low health mods on the field. Ursaluna gets its burn, which will activate the guts. And I think I Earthquake again. Ooh, Shrink Sap is going to lower our attack. Earthquake just isn't going to do enough. Need a crit at this point. Also, hi Tiger Gamer, how you doing? Defense was lowered by myself.
It's also a Rocky helmet. Gotcha comes out. Just had the energy drained. And we don't get the crit. One line I'm proud of that Espathra. I mean, he got off the ally switch, which was pretty crucial. As I would have gotten the Psychic Noise into the Sinistra, and then I wouldn't have been able to go for Strength Sap. So that was the difference maker. Let's see. Hide screen for just a second. And let's go with this team. Okay, seems to be the same team as last time. Hacker Gamer says, can I battle you? I mean, as long as you stick around, we're going to be doing lots of battles today, but we are in the middle of Crablord's attempts right now. And what do I think looks good here? I think this Pokemon looks good. I want to say Raichu looks good. Nah, probably not gonna bring that. Let's do that, and that. And we'll see how it goes. Alright, we have Espathra and the Regigigas. I think I'm going to... I'm going to click Bug Bite into this, and then click Reflect with Grimmsnarl. They decide to skill swap the speed boost onto Regigigas. Regigigas is now fast. Oh, and it has to crash. I forgot about that. It did reveal that last battle. Thunderwave into Regigigas, which gives it a paralysis. Regigigas Crush Grips into Grimmsnarl, doing a lot of damage because we were at full health. And Spectra has Sunny Day. Okay. That one seems a little counter-teamy. I mean, I guess they do have Roaring Moon, but... let's do that, and... I think there's anything better that I can do other than, like, just Thunder Waving against Pathra. Regigigas could move his Paralyzed, which is nice. There goes Regigigas. And what does the S-Pathra do? Skill swap to Grimmsnarl. Grimmsnarl has the slow start, and S-Pathra has the Prankster. Grimmsnarl is now slow. In comes the Roaring Moon. First Sunlight activates photosynthesis, which raises attack. We're gonna do this, and then this. Ally switches with his Pathra. Dragon Claw into Arcaladon. Arcaladon gets some stamina. Fear Break does some damage there. There's the special attack. Photosynthesis wears off because we bring in the rain. Skill swap comes out, so now our Caladon has Prankster, and the Pathra has the stamina. Jawlock comes out, so our Caladon will no longer be able to switch while Roaring Moon is on the field, but Roaring Moon also cannot switch. Pathra did lose the Prankster. Let's do Terrestrialization onto Roaring Moon into Terra Bug. Roaring Moon is going to U-turn out on a Pelipper, which is enough to break the Sash. And in is going to come Sinistcha. Hospitality's up the bird. Get off an Electro Shot here. And I hit this path, that's pretty good. Just rocket stamina. Hurricane is going to hit Sinistcha, and that knocks out Sinistcha. And then Espadra goes for the Sunny Day. In comes Roaring Moon and take advantage of this sun. but it probably can't attack 2 targets. I think it's pretty likely we see an ally switch here, but this play kind of covers both. Alright, ally switch does come out. What is Roaring Moon going to do? It's going to Jaw Lock into Caliber. Flash Cannon is going to hit Salamence and doesn't actually KO it. Weather Ball comes out into Cathra, and that KOs it. And the Reflect wears off this turn. No, we have one more turn. Yeah, one more turn. Dragon Claw comes out into a Keldon, trying to get a crit. But we have a pretty safe hit here with the Flash Cannon and Weather Ball combo. And it's gonna be the end of game 2. GG's, GG's. Also, hello, Orange Skip, how you doing? But it all comes down to the third game, folks. It's 1-1. So I'm going to take a sec in order to hide screen, and I'm going to pick between one of the 3 other teams. I think we'll go with... This is a tough decision. I think I'm gonna have to go with... Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this team. Alright. So how does this team handle that team? I think I could do it with... Like this, and this, and this. I'll give it a shot. Can't wait for the DK game tonight. Oh, does the Donkey Kong Bonanza release tonight? I knew there was a direct like a week ago, wasn't there? I haven't been keeping up with that too much. I think it is a game I will play eventually. But I ain't got a Switch to, so I ain't playing it right now. We'll start into Intimidate into both Pokemon. And what do I do now? I think I knock off this Pokemon, or I could just fake out. And fake out staggers the strategy quite a bit. I don't think I've seen what this Pokemon's item is yet, though. I think I have to fake this out, and then... Playing Scales or Aura Sphere? Okay, Aura Sphere. Alright, is Cathra's going to protect, and are we going to see a double protect, making me wish that I had Clanger Soul? Yes. Yes, we will. Power is going to be faster now. And get a speed boost. I am going to put this and then do this. Yeah, it does. I see. Maybe I'll try and watch a YouTuber play like the first 30 minutes or so of it, just to see what the mechanics look like. Orange Skip says, yeah, I think so, because my dog was doing the second wave for the Switch too. Nice. We're gonna see a terrestrialization here, and it is on Regigigas into grass. We're going to see the skill swap, where now the AS Pepper has the slow start. Crush Grip comes out into a Incineroar, doing that much. Will-O-Wisp next with the... I keep wanting to say Runagrigus. This is Regigigas. These are very two different Pokemon. Okay, well that is Speed Boost now, but it's also burned. So I'm not super worried. Let's do this and this. Crash comes out into Indeedee, doing a bit of damage. Regigigas loses some HP. Skill Swap comes out, so Indeedee is now slow start, and Psychic Surge will get set up if Psychic Surge hadn't already been set up. Indeedee is now slow. And Knockoff does enough damage to bring S-Path Red down to its Focus Sash. As Regigigas takes some burn. Gets another speed boost. We're going to see Regigigas leave so that Salamence can enter the field. Pepper goes for Sunny Day. And Salamance's attack is raised. Snarl misses Salamence, but that's not too important. In comes Regigigas back to the field. Unfortunately has the slow start again. Indeedee's gonna protect here. Something went into the protect. I'm assuming Salamance's Jaw Lock. Incineroar knocks off the Regigigas, making it lose its Life Orb. Crush Grip comes down to Incineroar, but not doing as much as that first time because of not only how Crush Grip works, but the fact that we have burned it and knocked off its item. Salamence is going to U-turn, knocking out Incineroar. In comes Sinistro. Hospitalities up Regigigas a bit. Crash comes out in Kamao, doing a bit of chip that we will heal off with our leftovers. Greenness disappears from the battlefield. We can now reveal our last Pokemon to this Pokemon. And I do in fact think I want to do this. This should protect. Playing Skills comes out. That much damage. Lowers the defense though. Parablast is going to come out. It hits Flutter Mane for that much damage. I think I very simply repeat the last turn. Shadow Ball takes out Sinistro. Playing Scales is going to take out Regigigas. Photosynthesis wears off from Flutter Mane as Sun has now exited the game. Unless this Salamence is Choice Scarf though, it will have a very difficult time, and even if it is, it has to lock into a Dark-type move to defeat Flutter Mane reasonably fast, or a Dragon move to defeat Kamo reasonably fast. Which the other one doesn't work out for the other one. So we can click the Dazzling Gleam here, and swap it in DD. Just, combo. Flutter Mane gets off the Dazzling Gleam, which brings the Salamence pretty low. Iron Head is revealed. This Pokemon shouldn't be able to do anything meaningful enough. Bit like Breaking Sweat combo. Won't lie, I take a bit to choose moves at times, but it's because I always like to think about my options. I mean, fair enough. DD's gonna redirect here. Dragon Claw's not gonna do any damage to a Fairy type. And Kamo can finish off the Salamence with Aura Sphere. GG's, GG's. Like Regigigas a lot. Alright, I'm ahead to bed, but those battles were fun. They were fun. I had to think a lot there. Oh, whoops, I actually hit battle again. Thinking it's Crablord disconnected. Alright! With the end of Crablord's attempt, we are now onto an open floor. Now, once the stream catches up on both YouTube and Twitch, I will hit start searching. Any moment now. And now. Alright, we've got Stormtrooper in a business suit. Coming back at it again. We're gonna pick official rules 1. And let's do... the head screen. Just for no real reason. Stormtrooper tends to bring the same team every time. Let's do this team. Okay, looks to be a Super Sun team with a little bit of Charged Arkeldon and a Bisharp. I think what I should do is do this, and this. I am kind of wary of one thing that can happen here. But if that one Pokemon is that one thing, I don't think I match up well enough into it anyways. Okay, that one Pokemon with that one thing did not lead. Soul's going to Drought. The Sharp is going to be here. I saw how much damage. Can't remember if it was Eruption. I saw how much damage something did to me with Terrifier Hatterene, and it was like half. I thought, oh, I can win that easily. There's a Terrestrialization from the opponent into Terra Torkoal, into Terra Fire. Sharp is going to go for the Sword Stamp. And Torkoal is going to go for the Eruption. Which does that much damage to both. Hatterene is going to get off the Terra Fire Mystical Fire, which is going to knock out the Sharp. Hatterene's going to lose some HP. Torkoal is buffeted by Sandstorm. Hatterene is buffeted by Sandstorm. In comes Venusaur. It was a bit nasty to try and deal with. I think the best thing I can do to deal with this is just to try and attack. Torko's gonna leave. Bring in the Dirge. And Venusaur is going to protect. Rock Slide lands into Venusaur. Rock Slide hits Skeledirge. Expanding Force comes out. Is able to take out Skeledirge. Venusaur is buffeted by Sand. Katarina is buffeted by Sand. Sun is going to come back into play. And now I have no. Let me do this and then this. The speed on Venusaur doesn't really matter. It probably still outspeeds all of my Pokemon without the Torkoal boost. But I just don't want Torkoal to have the Sun anymore. Venusaur Sludge Bombs into Primarina, which gets the poison. Venusaur reveals that it is Life Orb, and Earth Power into the D. Primarina lives, which is a little problematic. I think I just click this and then do this. Because Duty might actually outspeed the Venusaur depending on what it is. Probably not, but maybe. Or at the very least, it is unlikely for Venusaur to be able to knock out Primarina. Venusaur protects. Indeed, he tries to Side Shock. Torkoal goes for the Eruption. That's the damage. Venusaur's buffeted by Sand. DD's buffeted by Sand. Torkoal's buffeted by Sand. Okay, so we know the move order. I think I just want Rock Slide to chip into both of these bonds. Grass Pledge comes out into Duty, which implies that Cinderace is Fire Pledge. Good information to know for the future. Rock Slide comes out. Torkoal flinches and can't move, unfortunately. This disappears from the battlefield. And Venusaur kind of has to pick a target here. Gonna do this. Alright, Venusaur doesn't decide to pick any targets. It just decides to let the Sand Chip take down Primarina. Now, the way I see it is that Venusaur has to attack Hatterene. Venusaur tries to go for the Sleep Powder, but Tyranitar dodges it. Tries to get Rock Slide into both. And Torkoal probably went for Earth Power into Hatterene. So that it would become a Sleep Tyranitar with 1 turn of sleep versus Torkoal, Terrafire. Sand runs out. And then I think that comes down to a 50-50 then if Tyranitar wakes up on the 2nd turn or 3rd turn. That miss cost me there. Perhaps. It was definitely unfortunate, but I don't think it was game defining. Let's swap to this team, I think. Okay, same Sun team. I think what is worth doing is doing this. This, and that. Torkoal and Venusaur come into play. And I'm going to do this, and then Dark Knight Ursula is so obvious here, though, but that's why Earthquake feels so great. Yeah, I think I Earthquake. Venusaur protects. Talonflame gets up the Tailwind. Ursula gets off of the Earthquake. Does good damage in a Torkoal. Torkoal goes for the Overheat. Does about half into Talonflame. Torkoal's attack is going to go down, but is going to get switched out by its Eject Pack. And now in comes the Dirge. As Ursula gets burned by its guts. And I think I just do this. Hollow would be kind of nice, but I think dueling because Earthquake can finish it, and Ursaluna will not be put to sleep. So yeah, I think I do this. We're gonna see an opponent Terra of their own. Is on Skill Urge into Fairy type. Okay. Talonflame dual wing beats, but unfortunately misses Venusaur, so Venusaur probably will not be getting KO'd this turn. Grass Pledge and Fire Pledge. Are a thing happening? They don't one-shot Cersei. Okay. Well, landing the dual wing beat would have been handy there. Could have gotten in a lot of damage, but now we have Sea of Fire. And I think I do this. Grass Pledge comes out. Fire Pledge comes out. Fire Pledge into Talonflame. I get this to get rid of Tuskegee Sash, doesn't it? Yeah, Tom would have been infinitely better there. Venusaur would be dead right now. If I taunted it too, I wouldn't be able to go for Sleep Powder right now, which is another big thing. I think... Order up miss. Okay, Venusaur protects. Heavy Slam into the Dirge would have been really, really great there. Dylan peters out, and now I think I lose. We'll go for it. Because accuracy miss is a thing. Venusaur leaves into... Bans our Caledon. Gildurge leaves into... Torkoal. Torkoal dodges it, which is prolonging the game a little bit extra here, because Venusaur coming in would have been kind of neat, kind of handy for knocking me out. Here we get to Muddy Water Toad Hole. Calon gets another stamina. Calon reveals Solar Beam. Does not do enough to take out Tatsugiri, unfortunately. But now Venusaur gets to come in. And this will wrap the game. Alright, it all comes down to game 3. And game 3 is going to be fought using this team. We haven't used it yet today, I don't think. And what does this team do for that team? I think that I do this. This. This and this. Alright, Turtle and Venusaur are going to lead the way. And I think what I do is this and this. You can see upon crystallization on Venusaur into Terraghost. Take out Torkoal for a big chip. These are going to go for the Acrobatics. Acrobatics brings Venusaur down that far. Sludge Bomb comes out into Reaver Boom, doing it that much damage. Flinches and couldn't move. And I think I do this and gonna make a predict here. Yep, Venusaur protects. Things like an Acrobatics into Torkoal. Still doing a good Flip Hammer into Torkoal, which doesn't quite take it out. Overheat comes out into Sneasler. Brings it down to 2. Looking the EVs matter. Oracle is going to leave using its eject pack. And Cinderace is going to enter the field. Now this is likely to have Sucker Punch. It kind of depends on what slot it decides to Sucker, though. Or if it's Choice Scar, it probably still doesn't outspeed Sneasler. Like, if they get the pledge here is what I'm trying to think about. I think I just click Acrobatics into the Cinderace and then Grassy Glide into Venusaur. Venusaur's going to leave. That's going to bring in Skeledirge. Cinderace does Sucker Punch, which changes it to Dark into Sneasler. Yeah, and now I don't think I can beat the Dirge. I think there's 3 fire types on this team, which means I can't bring King Gambit. Best I can do here is like Thunder Wave, and then Cinderace is gonna leave. Into Venusaur. Thunder Wave into the Dirge. Skeledirge can move because paralyzed. Venusaur gets HP restored. Just a good move here would be Venusaur Protect. They probably want to go for they want to go for the pledge. These are up to Grass Pledge. Skeledirge gets off the Fire Pledge. Brings Porygon2 down that far. Porygon gets up the Trick Room. Our Sunlight now fades. Fire's gonna do some damage. Oh, gets hurt by Sea of Fire. Grass disappears from the battlefield. finally gets taken down by the slow fire pledge. Fear break goes off and takes out Venusaur. Fired as the residual. In comes Torkoal. So resets up the drought. Porygon 2 gets his special attack boost. And to win here, I think I need a Paralyze on Skeledirge and for Grimmsnarl to be slower than the Torkoal. You have Light Screen up. Nah, Torkoal's the slowest. Skeledirge gets the paralyzed turn. Fire, and then Cinderace still comes in here just fine. Better wait for this to end, so we're just gonna have to Spirit Break. My Skeledirge and Torkoal are unstoppable. I wouldn't necessarily say that, but he was pretty good here. That strategy did work, but GG's, GG's. Alright, time to finally get rid of a Pokemon. We have the entire new team, the old teams, and then the Ursalunas are sitting in here. I forgot to stream again. Hi Cherry, how you doing? Open up the trade room here. And that will be Stormtrooper in a business suit. Let me check the math here. I think I'll have Primarina. Alright, bet. So that will be win number 6. And I get to ban something. And I'm going to choose to ban... Decisions. Who is more important, Skeledirge or Torkoal? Stormtrooper, which one did you say was unstoppable again? Who was the more unstoppable one? Yeah, I think I'm gonna ban Torkoal. All right. I need to lose one more time, and then all of the Pokemon will fit in the box. Neither of them trust. Well, what's been done has been done. Torkoal is now gone. Turtle Boy has been expunged. Alright, let's do Link Battle again, and the floor will be open. Play against me but throw? I can't do that. I have to maintain my integrity, even though I've already definitely thrown for people in the past. Or at least tried to. So I can win with Perish Trap and then not have to use it again? I mean, there's nothing forcing you to use the Perish Trap again. You can even change up the members if you don't think the members are working out. Well, my though, Choice Book Skeletor hits hard in Sun with Combined Pledge. That is true, it did hit very hard. If you win again, though, with Venusaur, I'm definitely banning Venusaur. It was a little bit difficult for me not to ban Venusaur this time around, because Torkoal just means that you swap to Ninetales as a Sunsetter, and it's like kind of the same thing. But there ain't nothing quite like Venusaur that you can switch out in that team comp. Yeah, but I don't want to build another team. I mean, fair. Alright, who have we got? It is in fact Cherry. Okay. Oh, something was being weird. Do we just have like a lot of lag frames? I had to do some manual cooling. I'm gonna bring Team 5 specifically because Cherry hasn't played against it yet. But also, Team 5 is actually pretty bad in this team, matchup-wise. Alright, I think what I do is this, and then I need this, and then this, and then actually, wait, what I can do is... Wait, no, I can't. I am going back to the original plan. If you saw how broke my account was, you would sob. Oh, I bet. Oh, I bet. Alright, is Tinker and Polito Edge? Oh, actually, I kind of wish I took this opportunity to do something else. That's maybe fine. If that was gonna do that, then I could've just done that. And that would've been really funny. Okay. Fury, plus an HP. Okay, they just double. Which means that we actually had a pretty good turn there. Tatsugiri leaves and replaces with Incineroar the Dondozo. That terrestrializes in the grass. Or up did some chip, but only because it was a crit into Incineroar. And Polito goes for Terra Blast. Does some damage into Dondozo. That gets some HP back. I mean, I think the most sensible thing for them to do would be to just click Fisher and then protect with this. I don't want them Perish Songing, but it is like a pretty nice option for them, is to just Perish Song. I think I do this. Order up Politoed for some damage. Air Blast comes out again. Does more damage into Dondozo. Mendoza gets yawned. Thereby putting it to sleep. And just makes a lot of sense for them to protect both Pokemon here. That gets more HP back with leftovers. Mendoza falls asleep. Grassy Sora will leave in favor of Giraffe Rig. Go for Yawn again, but it fails. Well, Rain stops. So now I have the ability to maybe wake up. Not sure what's better though. I'm gonna guess Waterfall. Dondozo is still asleep. Fisher is going to miss Dondozo. And Burgraff is going to Trick Room. Goes for Fisher, misses Dondozo. Hyper Voice comes out. Might take out Dondozo. Giraffe Rig gets off its throat spray. Dondozo goes for the Fisher and gets it in the Bird Bonnet. Well, there's not much I can do about that. Now I think I lose. Everyone goes on to Tatsugiri. Tatsugiri puts Mirror Coat. That doesn't even do enough to kill it. Okay. That goes for Yawn into Talonflame. Hyper Voice comes out. Tatsugiri lives because now it's a spread attack. Mighty Water gets an accuracy drop on Dozo at least. By the way, my pledge team was inspired by a Reg H tourney team I had to use in a little community I go to. Well, that's nice. Means you have some prior experience, and that's handy in these sort of things. I lose this no matter what happens, don't I? Unless... What's this? Into Mighty Water Miss. Well, I needed that to miss. And there goes Talon Flame. Hello, Amelia. How you doing? Alright, back against the wall, against the Paris team. Oh, Amelia, you've come in here like 3 times. I don't want your stupid product, alright? Just leave with your little scam and get out of here. Do you really think somebody's dumb enough on the 3rd time to be like, oh, I would love to give this person $300 for an AI piece of art that they made in 2 seconds? We're gonna bring this team. Amelia, you've come in here 2 times before this. Alright, we're not meeting for the first time. Nobody... Go ahead, give me your little spiel. You're a person who works with content creators, right? Content creators all over the globe. You work with tons and tons of streamers. And you have a website that you can send money to. Wow, what a revolutionary idea. And who else? Won't lie, I'll cherish that Primarina since it was hard to get like the others. I mean, fair enough. What you do with it after I give it to you doesn't matter too much to me. Okay, Kingdra and the Goth. This could just be double protect. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do this. In comes Polytoad. Snag gets to freak out into Kingdra. Kingdra punches and cannot move. Dazzling Gleam comes out. Brings Kingdra that low. And I think I'm just gonna click it again. Orme gets Dazzling Gleam into Kingdra and a bit of chip into Polytoad. Weather Ball comes out into Torkoal. I did not account for the fake out. What do I have again? Yeah, I'm never gonna use the Terra except for now. So we're gonna use it. Torkoal gets the Helping Hand into Fluttermane. Fluttermane gets the Parastellar Helping Hand, Shadow Ball into Politoed. And that KO's Politoed. Heavy Slam comes out from Stone Jozo, bringing Fluttermane down to 1 HP. Fluttermane hangs on using its Focus Sash. Oh wait, can't do that. I guess Gothitelle could Trick Room here, so I should. Helping Hand and do this. I see an opponent Terrestrialization, and it is on the Gothitelle into Terra Dark, which is nice for us. Torkoal gets the Helping Hand into Fluttermane. Fluttermane gets the Parastellar boosted Dazzling Gleam. And that manages to KO Gothitelle. Fisher comes out, Torkoal dodges it. And I'm gonna do this. And I'm gonna do this because I can Spadef drop. Hey, there's a Spadef drop. Heavy Slam going to take out Fluttermane. But now we can reveal our last bond is Eggy. And they're probably gonna protect, but we can store up the win pretty good here. Funny enough, Crab is from the little community to go to, and we make builds and see what can work out. I see. Sounds like a good time. Or Sunlight Fades. Giga Drain is going to Flame Dozo. Alright, it all comes down to game 3. Fluttermane appears, worried expression. Yeah, Fluttermane's pretty sweet there. And then the Parish team, because it can just leave at any time. While also having a Sash to try and stall out the Weather War. I can use Team 4, Team 3, or Team 1. I think I should go with Team 4. Okay. What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? I think I need this Pokemon. Nah, nothing. Maybe. I definitely need this Pokemon. No bones about that. I need this Pokemon and this Pokemon. Okay, Zoroark and Zoroark are going to lead into Rillaboom and whatever his face, Grimmsnarl. Boost your energy is going to proc for Screen Tail, increasing its speed. I think I will... Thunderwave here, and then... just U-turn into the Gothitelle. I think that goes for Protect here. As Gothitelle goes for Fake Out into Rillaboom. Grimmsnarl gets Thunderwave into Gothitelle. Doesn't flinch and can move. Gothitelle's going to Protect here, as we've seen Screen Tail get paralyzed by the Thunderwave. Encore comes out into Grimmsnarl. Grimmsnarl in now, practically usual slot. Rillaboom tries to U-turn, but does not get it. And we're gonna Thunderwave uselessly, and gonna Woodhammer this time. Screen Tail's gonna move because paralyzed. Takes quite a bit from the Woodhammer. Gothitelle goes for the Trick Room. Oh, I can only use Thunderwave. I already forgot. Woodhammer into a Screen Tail. Gothitelle's going to protect itself this turn. Woodhammer comes out into Screen Tail. Because it is so fast from the booster synthesis that even with the para having its speed, it is still faster than Rillaboom. In comes Incineroar. I think there's a pretty high likelihood that this goes for Terra Grass. I'm gonna try and U-turn on it. I've been saving my Paradox of Legendaries for a tomfoolery moment to use like 6 of them. I see. Well, you're banned from using statics. There are very, very few legendaries that you can use. It's only 3, in fact. But you have to tell me why you can use those 3 once you figure out what they are. Yawns into Rillaboom, but Rillaboom is going to get licked for a little bit. But it's now going to U-turn out. Dozo is doing a stick around. Snarl has now ended its encore, which means we can do something else. And I don't know what that something else is going to be. Because you can't leave. I could just reflect, because the Dondozo has Heavy Slam. And do I Sword Stance or do I Kowtow? I think it's Sword Stance. Okay, the Godzilla protects, so we call it that right at least. Not a Para, not a Fisher in the King Gambit. Alright, that thing that I said is not happening, it happened. Okay, we have too many turns of room left, I think. I think I have to bring back in Rillaboom. We're coming up on low battery. We're gonna see Gothitelle leave in favor of Politoed. Fisher comes out, gets the miss into Rillaboom. Spirit Break into Politoed. Third special attack. That's not going to matter here in a sec. Rillaboom is about to do a lot of damage into itself. And we get the Rocket Helmet. Like the Finks. Rillaboom gets hurt. Dondozo is just chilling. Twisted Dimensions return to normal. I can't really afford to do that, actually. If Rillaboom dies without killing that, that's actually a bit of a problem. We're gonna do that anyways. Okay, they take out Rillaboom. breaks in the Goth. Dondozo lands yet another Fisher, while being paralyzed. This kind of comes down to 50-50 if they're going to protect the Trick Room, risking 2 paras, or if they're going to try and attack to pick off Rillaboom. Or if they like protect and try Psychic in the Sneeze Lair. Caesar gets Acrobatics. Into Dondozo. Getting Dondozo that low. Also, they didn't protect, so we kind of won the 50-50. Now it comes down to maybe the Sneasler versus Gothitalian game? No, they just like into Sneasler. Split F drop. And I think I click this, and I click this. It just very activates for Gothitelle. Like it comes out. Doesn't manage to pick off Rillaboom. And Acrobatics, and you turn again. And there we go. Honestly, nothing that I can think of short of the Galar birds that are legends and not static. No, those are still static. They just kind of move around. They're statics that move around. There is a game where, a mainline game, where legendaries are not statics though. Honestly, when you become a streamer, your luck changes to whatever is the funniest moment type of luck. Yeah, sometimes. There's also the element of playing out a lot of matches, which means that we get all of the RNG versions of events. So I can battle. Well, sure, LS, as long as you read the rules in the description. And are going to play by them, then yeah, let's battle it up. That's considered mainline? Yep. Alright, we got Fernan. Fernan, did you happen to change your name? That you challenged before? Or was this... Ah, Fernan is Tiger Gamer. Okay. I see. Well, in that case, I'm going to hide the screen. And Tiger Gamer, do you want to battle one team 3 times, or 3 teams 1 time each? Are they like Entei, Raikou, and Suicune? Nope. You can only get one of those in every single game. Okay, they haven't answered, so I'm just going to assume that they want to battle 3 teams one time. Alright, so what have we got here? Oh, they replied over on Twitch. The one team. Okay, so they're gonna battle this team one team 3 times. So they're gonna battle this team 3 times. And this looks familiar. I can't put my finger on it though. Don't know why. Well, no, I was hoping that you would win. I was too. Yeah, me 3 on that one. Me 3 on that one. Golly, I really don't know what to bring. Actually, I need like a lot of Pokemon. Do this, and this, and this, and this. I had Master Ball 2 when I was Reg G. Well, that's pretty sweet. I don't tend to keep up with the in-game ladder too much. Mostly because I played, I think, just Reg C ladder. And I played like 25 games. No, I won 25 games out of like 28 games and got the Master Ball tier. And I was like, this is kind of boring. This is maybe easy. Okay, so I could start with just Waterfall into the Incineroar. Or I could use Fergraph and attack. I kind of want to just try hitting Incineroar. Or I can order up into P2 and then have an even higher attack stat for when I Dozo mode. Or in Dozo mode. You know what, let's just make the easy play. I'm not gonna overthink it. We're gonna form Dozo mode. Incineroar goes for the big outs despite the fact that we had a Fergraph on the field, so the play works out for them. Ice Beam does miss Tatsugiri though. I think it makes the most sense to have Incineroar leave. Based on that play though, I don't know if my opponent's going to make the play that makes the most sense. Yeah, Sinistcha coming in would be bad. I think I'm going to order up into P2. If my opponent parting shots into my Clamulet, then that would be phenomenal. Hair Blast. Ooh, crits me, so it does a lot. Let's see. Order Up did that much, but I'm not being stabbed. Waterfall is... Oh, I always think Waterfall's 75. It's 80. Okay, order up again. As Incineroar manually withdraws. Like a combo. Does order up. Increasing our attack. Porygon 3 goes for Terra Blast again. Does not get the crit this time. Order up into combo. That's going to take it out. Give us another attack boost. Porygon 2 goes for the recover. And we're going to see Ursaluna hit the field here. And this does not have its guts yet. I think I'm going to Waterfall on the P2. I see a Terrestrialization is on Ursaluna into the Ghost type. Found out that it's Waterfall into P2, and P2 barely survives it. Terra Blast into Dondo's notice that much. Ursaluna goes for the substitute here. And we're gonna click Waterfall into P2 again. As Ursaluna goes for the Zod. And Facade is going to take out Dondozo. Bit of lag, ruh-roh. Take some time to do some manual cooling. Okay. Incineroar gets down Intimidate, but doesn't matter into either of these bonds. And I think I just want to click Psychic Noise into Ursaluna and then Muddy Water into both here. Ursaluna sub fades. Psychic Noise would go through this up anyways. Knock off into Burger because that much. Don't get our Throat Spray. Ursaluna with the Sonics into Tatsugiri. Tatsugiri lives it on the Focus Sash. Ursaluna takes some Burn Chip. Ursaluna protects here. Muddy Water comes out into Incineroar, doesn't quite KO it. Incineroar more taunts into Farigiraf, though. Not exactly sure why. Ursaluna is no longer printed for healing. Not that it probably had a healing move. I mean, yeah, I think I click Psychic Noise here and hope that I land some Muddy Water. Muddy Water takes out Incineroar. Psychic Noise hits Ursaluna. And that'll do it. I do got plans of physical growth Venusaur. That is quite a sight. Alright, battle again with same rules. Alright, battle against the Dozo team again. Let's see if there is a direct learning curve this time, based on what happened the first time. I think what I will do is... start Tatsugiri for Farigiraf, and then have Fruit Bonnet, Dondozo in the back. Alright, Incineroar and Primarina are going to be the lead this time. Incineroar knocks off into Farigiraf. Get through the third spray, Primarina Moon Blast into Tatsugiri, which brings it down to its Sash. Hyper Voice into both, dealing some chip. Tatsugiri gets Mirror Coat, which takes Primarina. Now Porygon 2 is going to enter the field. And I figure it won't much matter what I'm going to do on this turn, so I'm going to do this. I form Dozo mode, but this time on the right side. Knocks off into Dozo, so now he loses our Clear Amulet. Ice Beam is going to miss Tatsugiri. Waterfall comes out to Dondozo, and that picks up KO into Incineroar. Porygon 2 goes for the Trick Room. And Ursaluna hits the field. And I'm just gonna try Waterfall onto Ursaluna. Most likely thing for it to do is protect, but even if I attack Porygon 2 with anything, it would just recover off the damage more than likely. going to see Ursaluna terrestrialize into the ghost typing here. And protect. Terra Blast comes out from Porygon, does some damage to Dondozo. Ursaluna now burned. Ursaluna facades into Dondozo, bringing it down that low. Terra Blast is not going to pick off Dondozo. Form Ball deals some good damage into Ursaluna. Facade gets to KO Dozo, which means Tatsu now comes out to take the Ice Beam. And the Ice Beam is going to take out Tatsugiri from its 1 HP. We're going to Terrestrialize Group on it to Poison here. Mainly so that I'm not weak to the Ice Beam from the P2. Group on Sucker Punches Ursaluna, which takes it out. Burgraph gets the Psychic Noise into Porygon 2. Means that is prevented from healing. Porygon 2 goes for that aforementioned Ice Beam. As Twisted Dimensions return to normal. Rubine gets to slow down Porygon 2 with a Spore. Porygon 2 is asleep. Upper voice does some chip. And the opponent decides to forfeit. Fair enough, fair enough. I think our most bizarre build is maybe Physical Espathra, which can get +4 attack from turn 1. That sounds like it can do that. The Opportunist does let you steal a lot of boost from your opponent. Fortunately, Tiger Gamer, you can't get a Pokemon in this attempt, but you are more than welcome to do your last battle in your attempt. I don't know though, I have a ton of different builds I forget about as well. Hard to keep track of them all. Okay, let's think about my change of matchup. So I brought Dozo mode every time because it's such a good matchup into so many mons. My way around Primarina was just clicking Mirror Coat into it, which I don't think I can do again. Let's do this. This. No. This. I think I still bring this. Cineroar and Kamo lead. And Burgraff and Dozo. Intimidates down Burgraff, down Dozo's Clamulet. Kamo could be soundproof. Do I risk the game on it being soundproof? Yeah, kind of. Alright, Kamo's gonna protect here. Knocks off Dozo's Clamulet. Dozo gets waterfall damage from Incineroar. We try to go for the Psychic Noise, which does not connect. And I think we use this opportunity to just hit that slot with Waterfall. Form Dozo mode. Dozo gets the Omni Boost. Waterfall takes it out Incineroar. As the Clinging Scales comes out from Kamo. Some damage to Dozo, but lower Kamo's defense, but that doesn't matter for Dozo because he's unaware. And that is a Throat Spray, which also doesn't matter for unaware. But now who else is going to be here? Marina, okay. They didn't either bring the Bear or the Porygon 2 in their adjustment. I think Heavy Slam and a Primarina is pretty good. Order Open and Kamo is like the best though. But Kamo has already revealed Protect. So I think I Heavy Slam the Primo. Lightning Scales comes out from Kamo. Gets defense again. No Blast comes out from Marina. Does not manage to get Dozo. Does Loris Attack. And I don't have a spread move on this Dozo, unfortunately, so this is a bit of a 50-50 to who or who doesn't have the Protect. I think I order up the Kamo, though. Okay, Primarina does have Protect. We get our 50-50, right? And it KOs Kamo. With a crit. I don't think that would have KO'd without the crit. Tad bit unfortunate. At least this game doesn't matter. But a tad bit unfortunate there. Forgatsu downloads into his attack boost. Dozo can be sent through Marina. As Porygon 2 sets up the Trick Room. We should be good here. Porygon's gonna reveal a Terrestrialization. Revealing a Chug. No, it's just flying. Porygon 2 goes for the Terraplying Terra Blast. And manages to take out Dozo. Burger F gets a hyper voice, which allows us to get a Third Spray. Forgot to go for Terra Blast into Burger F. Does just over half. Gear Mirror Coat doesn't do anything. We get Quick Noise, see Pokémon 2. Pokémon 2 plays Terra Blast. Into Burger F. That's a Gear Mirror Coat. Again, doesn't do anything. Oh, wait. Can't forget that part. Sucker Punch does some damage to P2. Oh, I finally decided to Terra Blast into Toxic Fury. At least the Muddy Water Chaos P2. That could have been a bit of a hairy end game. GG's, GG's. And I think that is where we are going to end things for today, seeing as it is about that time. So how do I guess this goes here now, and then... Wait, no. Wait, yes, I can't do that. And then I need to lose one more Pokemon. Preferably from the rain team. I mean, I guess from the new team would still be fine. If it was like Ursaluna, because I could put Ursaluna right there. But, not yet. Maybe next time. Maybe Friday. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye now.